The women's pursuit race in Ostersund was cancelled during racing due to strong winds. Only one standing shooting was left when the jury took the controversial decision. At the time being, Olga Zaitseva was running third.
This was the right decision, but it probably should have been taken a bit earlier. I know it is important for TV and sponsors, but we, the athletes, need to run in it. These conditions are very tough, so in my opinion it could have been done earlier, not at the last loop before the last shooting.
At the time of cancellation, Daria Domrace was 25 seconds ahead of Flatland and almost a minute of third place Zaitseva. With one shooting left, Domracheva was on course for a top podium result. Do you think it was a good decision to cancel the race?
No, I'm not agree with this decision because yeah, it was for sure very strong wind, but I fight really strong with this wind. It was for sure was not clean shooting, was not absolute clean shooting, but was it's difficult to say. Sometimes you should wait. But for me, that was a bad decision.
When they have raced so long, it's not a good decision. But sometimes in the race, it was really difficult and it was sometimes dangerous. So, but they should stop the race before the start and maybe wait 1 hour, and then they could start.
Biathlon is outdoor sport, but still there is supposed to be some limits considering the weather conditions. So I believe if the conditions are not regular for any athlete, then it's supposed to be cancelled. I believe there could be some limits, for example the wind speed, the speed of wind gusts and so on. So I think it was the correct decision to cancel the women's race.
Borut Nunar, Daria Domracheva is a bit disappointed that the decision was taken so late. According to her, she was hoping that the race would continue.
Of course, in a situation like this, when we have really difficult condition and we have to do something, like today we have to stop the race, there will be a lot of athletes disappointed, and on the other hand we have an athlete who will be actually, I will not say happy, but they became a victim of the weather. So also today it was extremely hard, but it was not same hard all the time. So that means that the condition was really unfair, because there was a moment when we have also clean shooting, and there was a moment when there was impossible to hit even one target. So I completely understand, I fully understand that some athletes or some teams or some coaches are disappointed, but on the other hand, yes, we might or we can maybe make decision one loop earlier, but also we cannot jumping into any decision. We have to take into consideration many things, so at the end I'm still 100% sure that we make a right decision.
Yeah, indeed, some athletes were saying, well, they should have taken the decision after the prone shooting. Then Olga Zaitseva was saying, well, in these conditions, why didn't they cancel it before the race started?
But you know, this is always the chance. During the zeroing time, it was actually not so bad. I mean, it was hard, but it was not extremely bad. On the prone shooting, you have possibility to react on the wind. But we know that the major problem are standing shooting. In standing shooting, athletes have no chance. The wind is just moving them around. You cannot correct anything. So the standing shooting is really hard on these conditions. So, of course, some athletes were already on the standing shooting before we were stopped. But to jump into conclusions or decisions, it's not possible always.